Tayo po tayong lahat para sa ating panalangin. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak at ng Diyos, Espiritu Santo. Ama naming Diyos, maraming salamat po sa pagkakataong ito na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin. Pag-uusapan po namin ang mga mahalagang bagay sa pagpupulong na ito. Naway samahan mo po kami sa pagkakataong ito. Nalinisin mo po ang anumang nakita mong masama sa aming puso at pag-iisip. Pagtulungan po sana ang bawat isa na ipahayag anuman ang mga magagandang opinyon sa ikatatagumpay ng aming mga layunin. Dagdagan mo po kami ng karunungan at higit sa lahat ng pananampalataya na magagawa po namin ang mga bagay na mahihirap gawin sa pamamagitan ng tulong at awa mo po sa amin. Pagkaloob mo po ang kapayapaan sa buong panahon ng aming pagpupulong. Hinihiling po namin ang lahat ng ito sa pangalan ni Jesus na aming dakilang tagapagligtas. Amen. Sa ng Ama, ng Anak at ng Diyos, Espiritu. Good morning, everyone. I acknowledge the presence of the member of Bids and Awards Committee, Mrs. Heidelisa B. Mauricio, our chairperson.
Present.
Engineer Emerlinda C. Villaruel, our vice chairperson. Ernesto M. Galang, our regular member.
Present.
Engineer Salvador Ripalda, our provisional member.
Present.
And Engineer Antonio B. Fernandez, our provisional member.
Present.
From our Bakti WG, Engineer Adelina Pito,
Present.
Engineer Mark Peter Recto, Engineer Patrick Ascanio, Engineer Paulo Garcia, Mrs. Gemma Iscareces, Engineer Michael Angelo D.G. Mariano,
Present.
and Mr. Denver Largosa. From our back secretariat, Ms. Kristen Rose de Guzman and Mrs. Alitea Godoy. From our observer, Mrs. Luisa Santiago from COA via Zoom, and from our supplier, Mr. Paul Vincent Humakyu from Duster, Edwin Jasper Sanchez from Master Horn Motor Incorporated, Sales Executive, Francie Raymond Carriedo, Sales Representative, JPLC Trading, Raymard Licas from Ballfront. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Today we have private conference for the procurement of goods to discuss the specification and other documents to be submitted by our supplier on April 25, 2024. The following goods to be bid on April 25, 2024 are contract ID number MMNDO PV020 2024, contract name procurement of 1 unit brand new wheel type excavator for use of Malabon-Navotas District Engineering Office with contract ID number MMNDO PV020 2024. ABC 2,975,000. And contract ID number MMNDO Public Bidding 021-2024, contract name, procurement of two units brand new service vehicles pick-up for use of Malabon-Navotas District Engineering Office. ABC is 3,578,000. The specifications of two projects will be discussed by Engineer Michael Mariano.
Good morning, everyone. For the specific item description and standard specifications of contract ID number MNDO PB020-2024, we will need one unit of wheel type excavator with an engine of 4-cylinder water-cooled, engine displacement of 3.168 liters, rated power of 50 kilowatts per 2350 RPM, an operating weight of 6 to 50 kilograms, maximum bucket digging force of 46 kilonewtons, maximum arm digging force of 42 kilonewtons, maximum travel speed of 32 kilometers per hour, maximum traction force of 62 kilonewtons, fuel tank capacity of 110 liters, hydraulic tank capacity of 125 liters, tire size of 8.25/16 and 8 number of tires. For working range, boom length of 3,400 millimeters, arm length of 1,900 millimeters, max digging reach of 6,480 millimeters, max digging depth of 3,320 millimeters, max digging height of 6,700 millimeters, and max dumping height of 5,000 millimeters. Overall width shall be 2.05 meters, overall height shall be 2.79 meters, and overall length should be 6.01 meters. The minimum ground clearance should be 240 millimeters, height for the dozer blade 460 millimeters, and the dozer blade rising distance or lowering shall be 435 per 80 millimeters. For the item descriptions and standard specifications of contract ID number MNDOPB 021-2024, procurement of 2 units brand new service vehicle pickup for use of Malabon-Navotas District Engineering Office. We will need 2 units of service vehicle pickup. Model is Next Gen Ranger 2.0 liters Turbo Sport 4x280. Color is Sedona Orange and Arctic White. The dimensions, overall dimension shall be 5.37 by 1.918 by 1.884 meters. The engine and transmission should be a 2.0 liters turbo diesel. The chassis and suspension, for the front suspension, it should be double wishbone with coil spring and anti-roll bar. Rear suspension is leaf springs. Front and rear brake shall be ventilated discs and or drums. The steering system should be electronic power assisted steering or EPAS. For the exterior, the front grille should be unique sport paint access. Headlights is LED multi-reflector. Daytime running lamps with auto on and off headlights with fog lamps. Taillights should be LED. Fog lamp should be LED. High mounted stop lamp with wipers. And for the interior, remote key should be smart keyless entry with push button start. Leather steering wheel. The power windows with one touch up down front windows. For the seating, the seat material should be leather and synthetic leather with unique sport styling. Front 6-way manual driver and 4-way manual adjust passenger. The rear is bench seat with center armrest and fold up function. For audio and connectivity, central display, 10 inches colored portrait touchscreen, connectivity, wireless upper CarPlay or Android Auto compatibility, steering wheel with audio function control with dual USB port. For advanced driver assist technology, adjustable speed limiter with cruise control. For safety and security, hill launch assist and rollover mitigation with airbags, rear view camera with ABS and EBD, security alarm system, child seat, isofix, anchor points. That's all.
Thank you, Engineer Mariano. Engineer Pahina will discuss the document to be submitted by the bidders. Questions? Yes, sir. Do you have any questions? Sir, hindi po, sir. So, ano po yung nakalagay po sa sa specification? Opo. Sir, do you have... Okay po. If there are no questions, Engineer Pahimna will be discuss the documents to be submitted by the bidders.
Again, good morning. The technical component is composed of Class A document and Class B document. For Class A document, legal documents, registration certificate from SEC, DTI for sole proprietorship or Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives. Submit the PhilDF certificate of platinum registration, based on GPPB Resolution Number 15-2021. Tax Clearance Certificate per EO 398 Series 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. The prospective bidder must be a duly licensed Filipino citizen, sole proprietorship, a partnership duly organized under the laws of the Philippines, and of which at least 60% of the interest belongs to citizens of the Philippines. A corporation duly organized under the laws of the Philippines, and of which at least 60% of the outstanding capital stock belongs to citizens of the Philippines. A cooperative duly registered with Cooperative Development Authority or CDA, and of which at least 60% belongs to citizens of the Philippines. For the technical documents, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. The bidder must have completed within the period specified in the invitation to bid an SLCC that is similar to the contract to be bid, in whose value adjusted to current prices using the Philippine Statistic Authority. Consumer price indices must be at least 50% of the ABC. However, in the case of expendable supplies, said SLCC must be at least 25% of the ABC. The bidder shall submit an original bid securing declaration or any form of bid security like cash or cashier's check, manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank equivalent to 2% of the ABC, bank draft guarantee or a revocable letter equivalent to 2% of the ABC, surety bond callable on demand issued by a surety or insurance company, duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security equivalent to 5% of the ABC with a validity period of 120 calendar days. Conformity with technical specifications which may be include production, delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and must be supported by evidence. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to each officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. You may use the revised format of the OSS. Please refer to the Department Memorandum Circular Number 85, Series of 2020. For the financial documents, the supplier's audited financial statement showing, among others, the bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. The prospective bidders may submit the net financial contracting capacity or an FCC. However, in the case of procurement of goods, a bidder may submit a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in lieu of its NFCC computation. Credit line of credit is equal to 10% of the ABC. The computation of the prospective bidders of an FCC must be equal to the ABC to be bid, calculated as follows. Current assets minus current liabilities times 15 minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the projects under ongoing contracts plus awarded contracts yet to be started coinciding with the contract to be bid. The value of the bidder's current assets and current liabilities shall be based on the latest audited financial statements submitted to the BIR. For the Class B document, it is only valid for a joint venture agreement. All co-ventures shall submit their legal documents, while any of the co-ventures shall submit the technical and financial documents. Each partner of the joint venture shall submit the PhilJAB Certificate of Registration in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR 2016 of RA 9184. With an existing joint venture, submit a valid joint venture agreement. Without an existing joint venture, submit a potential joint venture members of a duly notarized statement stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the joint venture in case their bid is successful. Failure to enter into a joint venture, it is a ground for the forfeiture of the bid security based on Section 23.1b of 2016 IRR of RA 9184. Component of technical envelope. First envelope. PhilJAB Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership. Statement of all ongoing government and private contract. Statement of LCC and FCC computations. Joint venture agreement or the duly notarized statement in accordance with Section 23.1b of the IRR. Bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period. Conformity to the technical specifications, which may be include production, delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after-sales service parts, and must be supported by evidence required by Section 7 of the bid document. And last, omnibus sworn statement. For the second envelope, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule. In evaluation of bids, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for the computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The box shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. And post-qualification of bids. During post-qualification, the submitted documents requirement like legal requirement, technical requirement, and financial requirement shall be checked and verified. If the bid is above ABC, disqualified. The box shall check the delay in the partial delivery of goods amounting 10% of the contract price in each ongoing government and private contract. The bidder's failure to deliver or perform any or all of the goods or services within the periods specified in the contract or within any extension thereof granted by the procuring entity to a request made by the supplier prior to the delay, and such failure amounts to at least 10% of the contract price. Unsatisfactory performance of the supplier's obligations as per contract terms and condition at the time of inspection. Any bid submitted after the deadline for submission and receipt of bids prescribed by the procuring entity shall be declared late and shall not be accepted by the procuring entity. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically, but bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. All documents, requirement, and financial and technical envelope are duly signed by the bidder. If the BAC verifies and any deficiencies to be due to the bidder's fault or negligence, the BAC shall disqualify the bidder from the award for the procurement of goods. In contract award, The contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder and writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof in accordance with Section 37.2.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184.
Thank you, Engineer Pahimna. Are there any questions to and to our bidders? Tapos po yan sa advertisement. 90 calendar days. Okay, sir. If there are no further questions, our pre-bid conference adjourned at 9:28 a.m. Thank you, everyone.